All right. I love it. Okay, we are live streaming. For anybody who may be on, and I'm going to go ahead and slowly go through some of this. And if anybody has any questions, just feel free to chat along. Okay, what I'd like to do is, excuse the Poindexter glasses here, uh, would be if you do have a question, go ahead and just put a question mark next to where you're going to put the question. That way I see the question mark and I see the question. Hey, it makes it a lot easier, kind of thing like that. So we're going to go ahead, though, and go through 9 and 11 again, if you don't mind, since you probably just saw it this morning, or if you didn't, then you get a little fresh look from it. So here we go. Okay, let's click on Learn. Okay, now we went ahead and we've already gone through, we've gone through all the way to 8. Yeah, last week was 7 and 8. We're going to do 9, 10, and 11 today. And I'm going to use my little cursor here for us for doing stuff. So we're going to go into, let's go into 9. Play away. There we go. All right. Okay. And we have our normal bantering kind of going on here, but we're not going to go into it. We're going to go ahead and click skip. Okay. So let's click that. And we're good. Yay! Okay. And I'll bring out my little red thing so you can kind of see it. Well, actually, we're going to have a different color right now. So that way we can kind of mark things as we go along. It's kind of nice to have that. So they're telling us here that that we need to do long suits, okay? Or actually in bridge, it's a little better. Long suits! Boy, I need to get that thing right underneath there. I need to be better with my little, there we go. That's much better. Okay, so in bridge, they're talking about long suits. And what they're really saying is they just want to make sure that, like we have a 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, that's a long suit. And our opponent's got 1, 2, and 1, 2. So they're very short on that. Okay, as they put up here. Why? Because we like you know. Why? Because if you have a long suit, it means the opponents are probably short. And so that's the big thing, is that they are short in their long suit. They will be short. And we can see here, they got 1 here, they got 2 here, and we can't see it very well here, but that's 1 and that's 2 here. So you can see that they only have 2 on each side. As soon as we play 3 of our cards here, I'm going to move that, whoops. As soon as we play 3 of our cards here, they're going to go ahead and won't have any more spades left, and we'll have 3 more spades. So we'll play this one, we'll play this one, and then these 3 we're going to get tricks on. This is what you're going to experience during this. So here we go. Let me take those off. Get our little fun little things here so we can get to something clean. And let's continue. Okay, if you keep leading your long suit until the opponent runs out of it, they can no longer follow suit and are forced to discard. And this becomes very beneficial when the other opponent, when they get rid of their 2 here and their 2 here, that means when we play our 3 here, they have to discard some of these other cards, and they got some high cards here that they probably don't want to get rid of. So it becomes a little discouraging for them. Okay, let's get rid of that. Now they want us to think about the best way to play this hand, then lead a card. So our goal is to win 9 tricks. And we have 1, 2, let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 cards. So out of this 11 cards, okay, we have to get 9 tricks. So we can only lose 2 tricks here. All right. Okay, so here we go. Our goal is to win 9 tricks. Let's see what we can do here. Now, we kind of have to scout this out a little bit. They've advised us to go ahead and start playing our spades, because that's our long suits, so we can get to those extra tricks. So let's go ahead and let's go with that 2. There we go. Let's hit that 2. And they end up winning that trick. That's great. That's fine. They have an ace and a king left. We're trying to get rid of these as quick as possible. Now, they don't want us to get into that promoting our small little spades into extra tricks. So they're going to come back to us and say, okay, we're changing the suit, and hopefully you guys will keep to that. And it's very tempting to go back to the king, but if we go back to this king, okay, then what will happen is they still have like a jack 10 and 8-7. They could actually still beat us on a couple other little tricks here. And we've already given up 1 trick here, and we're going to have to give up another one because we're going to go ahead, play that 3. Okay. And now, as you can see, what they have here is they got 2 tricks. Okay, they already have got 2 tricks, and that is the max that we can give them, is that 2 tricks. So what happens from here? They play that again. They play their hearts again, and cool. Okay, so we got that. Now we are 2-2. So we got 2, they got 2, but we have to get the rest of these. Now, getting the rest of these are going to be fairly easy because we got these 3 right here. Okay, and you're going to see us go ahead and use all 3 of these in a row. So let's go ahead. We're just going to hit the 6. Cool. That's a trick. 5. Ooh, they had to give up their queen. I'm sure that kind of hurt a little bit there. Okay, and the 4, and now they give up another. Now they give up another queen. Okay, so you really don't want to give up your high cards, but sometimes you really got no choice but to give up those high cards. Okay, so now we're doing really good here. We're sitting here, and we got 5. Let's take a look. Circle it. We got 5 tricks. Terrible circle. Do one more time. 5 tricks. Okay, and we just need 4 more. So let's see how we do. Well, we're actually in a very good situation here, because we are leading from this hand. And we got down here in south, we got this ace. We got the ace, king, and then ace, king here of clubs. So we're going to get all 4 of these right now. This is going to be pretty. You're going to see it all happen at one time here. Bam, bam, bam. Let's start by the slowness there. That's 1. And that's another one. Cool. Oh, good. Hey, I get some people coming in here. I got, yeah. Hello. Hello, Heather and Sita. Okay, cool. And yeah, hey, if other people just want to spectate and don't want to put any comments, that's fine, no problem. I'll just go through these lessons together, and I'm going to go ahead and erase. As you can see, as we're going on, we'll hit the ace here. Okay, and get rid of that one, and then the king. Cool. And so you'll see here that we got R9. Nice. So we got exactly what we needed to do. I'm going to erase everything here. Okay. Oh, very cool. I'm getting some thumbs up here. I like that. And yeah, so it is tempting. It is very tempting to go ahead and play our lead aces and kings. So a lot of times we want to play those aces and kings. But in this case, it was beneficial for us to actually use the long suit. Oh, cool. Oh, thank you. I appreciate that, Sita. She put across she'll be grateful for the teaching. And yeah, it's some, bridge can be tough. It really can be tough. So I do thank you for that. So we're going to go on to the very next lesson here. Let me get rid of my mess. And yeah, okay. So they're talking about the long suits here as we did, and yeah. So leading your long suit, which is what we did with the spades, was we led our long suits. We led the spades, and that's actually what got us those 9 tricks. Okay, let's continue. When you use the high cards to regain the lead, giving you time to promote. And that's what they basically did, is they promoted their slowly spades, which was 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, by playing them first and making the opponents play their aces and kings. And that got us 3 extra tricks. That was pretty cool. Yay! Lesson number 9 is complete. Okay, and I'm going to look here to see if there's anybody else saying anything. Okay, cool. Excellent. And just a reminder for people who are going to get back on, if you do have a question, please put a question mark in front of your question, and that way I can see a question mark and I know it needs to be answered. So thank you for that. We're going to go on to 10 here. Number 10. Here we go. And I'm going to go ahead and get rid of the banter. The banter is kind of cool, I have to admit. For those who just kind of want to get a little rest from learning a lesson, the bantering's cool. And what it's about is basically it's encouraging us to keep on playing because they're going to put us in a challenge at one point when we're playing against opponents. So it's kind of fun. But we're going to skip towards that and go to lesson 10. Okay, here we are. And now they're saying, and now for one more rule. There's another way to win tricks. Okay, so they're giving us another rule to win tricks. What will that be? On every deal, one of the suits may be named the trump suit. And if you actually had taken a look at our vlog at 10 o'clock, it mentioned that trump suits, these trump suits, are basically wild cards. Okay? They're wild cards, so they can beat any other card when they're played. You may have played before we had jokers that were playing and they were wild cards. So here it goes. All the cards in the trump suit be all other cards. Yeah. So even if you're playing, like if in this instance, what you're going to see later on, I'm going to get rid of that, is that this 4 of spades is actually going to be the wild card. Okay. And so even if someone played like an ace of hearts, okay, and we had the 4 of spades, it would beat it even though it's a lower number because it's a wild card. But as you'll see on this next little thing, it says, here they're giving an example, is if the spade is the trump suit, for example, even the 2 of spades will beat the ace of everything else. Okay, that means the ace of the trump suit is the only unbeatable card in the game. So so this trump suit here, if it was an ace, that is the highest card, of all the trump suits, and also highest card, of course, of any other suit. Okay, so we got that rolling here, and cool. As we keep on going here, I just want to make sure I erase these things going on. And that's our rule. Yay! Okay, so this is the rule. That's rule number 4. And just to kind of say how we're doing right now, with this series that we're doing on learning the fundamentals, this is the last rule that we're actually going to learn. So even thus far, where we've gone, hey, you know that you have 1, 2, 3, and 4. And just a reminder is next week I will go over all the rule 1. I'll go over 1, 2, and 3, and 4, just to reiterate what they are. And then you'll have the foundations for actually playing bridge. So that's pretty cool that we've actually gotten that far. Let's keep on going. Okay. And they're reminding us, yes, you must follow suit. Okay. And so even though they play their ace, when it comes around to here, you go, oh, let's play the trump card. You can't play the trump card when someone plays the ace if you still have hearts. You got to play the hearts if someone plays out a heart. Okay. And you'll kind of see that kind of going on. Let's see, we have, okay. If I have 5 hearts in that suit, but only 10 HC points, should I still bid that suit? That's actually a really good question. In reality, what we've been taught is that we're supposed to have 12 or 13 points, okay? 12 or 13 HCP points. And just as a reminder, HCP stands for high card points. And your high cards are your aces, your kings, your queens, and your jacks. Those are mostly your high card points. So what we're going to do is, she's saying here, if you have 5 hearts in that suit, but only 10 HCP points, should I still bid that suit? And to be honest with you, I would. I would, because if you have length in a suit, it also counts as extra points. So yes, I totally agree with that, Sita. Thanks for bringing that up, by the way. Okay, so we're here. Any one of the suits can be named this. Okay, so a trump suit doesn't have to always be spades. Like in this case, it's going to be spades. Okay, in this case, it's spades. But it also can be a heart, it can be a diamond, it can be anything else as well. Okay, so let's go ahead and, and on some deals, there's no trumps at all. Yeah, so some deals, there are no trump suits, which means if there's no trump suits, that means there are no wild cards. Okay, and when there's no wild cards, what happens? That's a terrible way to spell it. That is a wild, though. Sorry, it's no wild. I swear that's what it is. When we have no wild cards, that means just the highest card being played in that round will win every single time when you're playing a no trump hand. Okay, let's see what we're going to do here. Okay, they're saying that they'll talk about how they'll decide which is the trump suit. But now, say, let's just go ahead and try. And also, I do want to put across that even if you think that there are questions that you go, oh, that's a simple question, I shouldn't even ask that question. Or, you may be thinking that maybe I didn't bring up something that I should have. Go ahead and ask that question. That's a good reminder for me that, hey, sometimes we need to bring it down to the fundamentals to have everyone absorb the meaning of it. Okay, great. So now they're telling us, yes, that spades are going to be the trump in this deal. Okay, so I'm going to leave that just so we know. And remember, follow suit. Yeah, so we're going to see here in this sense that up here, we're going to be the declare. Down here, we are going to be the declare. And oh, I'm sorry. I have, oh, cool. Oh, cool. And want to say hello to Don Barlow. I see that you chimed in there. So hello, Don. Very good. Okay, and Don, we're halfway through our lessons here, so if you need me to reiterate anything, feel free to ask. We'll take all questions, no doubt. At this point, though, we are going to, just in case, Don, you're catching up here, and I'm going to circle it here, is that this is the trump suit, which is basically a wild card. Okay, that's the wild card right there, is that suit right here. Okay, good, excellent. Okay, so now we're going to go ahead and say we will lead. Oh, okay. And basically here is they're going to be the dummy here. We are going to be what's called the declarer. The declarer is the person who actually names the trump suit. Okay, and so we down here are the declarer. We don't like to use dummies, so we use the word silent partner. So let's continue with that. We'll get rid of that little thing here and just kind of clean this up. Okay, there. I do want to put this here just as a reminder that that's going to be the wild card here. So let's continue. Okay, so they come out with an ace of hearts, and we should still go ahead and always play low when we can't beat a hand. So we're going to start with a 4, 6, and then go 2. That's our simple high-low as someone comes out. When someone comes out with a high ace that's actually going to win it, then we might as well go ahead and go low, which is exactly what we just did. Cool. Okay, get rid of that. And they won it. And they're going to come out with a king, and again, we're going to go ahead and go low. Play our low 5. Whoa, the thing got stuck. There we go. Yes, even the guy playing kind of gets stuck here sometimes, so it works. And so now you'll see here that these have all been played. These are all been played here. And he's got to lead out. Now remember, the person who wins the trick always has to lead out their next card. That's the only card they have left. They're going to have to play that, and we got the trump there. Nice. Let me go ahead and get rid of all the fun things, and you're going to see what's going to happen next here. Then plays that. And we're going to play our trump. You'll see this 4 spades. We'll see the score right up here now is they have 2, and we have 0. But you can see after I play this, we're actually going to have 1 because we played the trump suit. And we got our 1. Yay! oh. Heather put down here, dummy, somebody called me. That's good. I like that. Got to put a little levity to what we're doing here right now, because sometimes people get way too serious about bridge, and there's no need to get so damn serious about bridge. Have fun with it. Even if you make mistakes and you feel like a dummy, just have fun with it. Have a good laugh out of it. Okay, yes. It says here we could have followed suit on the last trick. So you trumped West Queen with your 4 of spades and won the trick. Yay! Because we couldn't follow. That was the key there. For us playing our trump suit is we couldn't follow the heart suit. So we played our trump 4 of spades. Nice. Okay. And we've completed 10. Yay! I love it. I love it. It is. You're right, Heather. It is fun. We're trying to have fun here. And that's what we should do. Hope you're having fun too, everybody else out there. So we have gotten to the point to where we went through 9 and 10. And normally in these lessons, what they do is they go into a challenge. And a challenge is basically kind of a combination of the 9 and 10 that we just learned. So that's what we're going to go into now. Let's do it. Okay, tricky. Okay, they're going to go through some more banter, and I do suggest for people who are playing this to maybe just listen to the banter and kind of get into the characters. It's just kind of fun. But we're going to skip through it because we want to go through the lessons and have you kind of have some good stuff here. Okay, so now they're putting it all together here. They say that diamonds are the trump suit. Okay, and I'm going to go ahead and point out the diamonds here. So we got diamonds. Let's see what a diamond. There's our diamond here and diamond here. So there's only 2 diamonds out here, okay? And we're supposed to win all 3 tricks. Win all 3 tricks, and we only have 3 cards. So we have to win every single trick is what they're telling us to do. Okay. Okay, now how do we do this? Yeah, we're going to go ahead and contemplate here. Got a little ha-ha, I love that. We're going to contemplate here because we don't need that little line there. Let's get rid of that. Okay, responding to the dummy thing. Oh, okay, I appreciate that. Thank you. Oh, I love the levity. We got to enjoy that. So I purposely went ahead and put, these are our trump cards. Remember, these are wild cards. These are our wild cards. Okay. And this time I'm spelling and it actually looks like you can actually read it, hopefully. So these are wild cards, right? And these wild cards beat all the other cards when they're being played. But again, we have to always follow suit. Okay, unless we don't have it. So I'm going to go ahead and click out of that just so you don't have to see the wild anymore. No more wild. And we are going to start down here. Okay, we're going to start down here and we have to make a decision what we're going to play. Okay, now if we play this ace of spades, yes, we have the highest ace of spades, but West has no spades. So what will they do? They would actually trump this card and we're supposed to win 3. Okay? So that's not going to help us at all. So what we're going to do, even though people usually like to play their high cards to win tricks, is we are going to play this 7 because this 7 beats this 2. So let's do it. And that's our first trick right there because we're just going to play low here. Yay! Okay. So we get our first trick. We got our first trick, as you can see up here. This is the trick for those who are coming in late. I'm just looking to see. Those who are coming in late, this is where they have the trick count. So north and south, which is here. And I'll even put these here just so people know. Here's north. Here's south, here's west, and here's east. Okay, hopefully I got my compass readings right. We'll see. So we got here north, south are a team, west, east are a team. And at this point we have north and south, and they got 1 trick. And see, that's where you can see where I circled right there, and I'll circle it one more time. Where I'm circling is where the trick count is. So we got 1 trick right now. Now, fortunately, we're going to lead again, and we have an ace and a king, so we're in really good shape here. So let's go ahead and lead with the ace. And look at that. They had to unfortunately get rid of their ace of hearts. That's something you really don't want to do, but you know what? They don't really have much of a choice. So they decided they had to get rid of that. And when our partner here has an ace of spades, that's south, has an ace of spades here. North wants to play our lowest card. We don't want to play the 10. We want to play this card. We want to play the 3 because if your partner goes high, you always want to go low. Okay, and let's get rid of that just so it's not so confusing. And we're going to go ahead and play our low card. Let's play that 3. Cool. So we're good there, and let's click that. And now all we have is the king, and we can see now we have 2 tricks up here as it's circled. I'll put another circle just so we know. We got 2 tricks. We just need 1 more, and we'll play the king. Yeah, and that's it. Look at that. Cool. Excellent. I love that. Okay, and they're reminding us right now. Let me get rid of all the fun little things here. Except for I kind of no, let's go ahead and leave that back here. I just want us to remind for what the accomplished reasons are. Yes, you had to draw out West's trump card first. You led a trump and forced her to follow suit. So we had a 7 of clubs down here. I don't know, can I actually draw a club halfway decent here? Oh my God, I don't know if I'm making grapes or what the hell I'm doing here. That's the worst looking club I've ever seen, okay? We had a 7 of clubs, and West had a 2 of clubs. Yes, you're going to have to suffer through my, okay, I never was an art major of any kind. I don't know, I think I'm making some DNA or something like that. Okay, worst club ever. But we had a 7, they had a 2. So as it's saying here, yes, you had to draw out West's trump card, and you led a trump and forced her to follow suit. And so South went with their 7 of clubs, and West had no choice but to go with their 2 of clubs. You might say you want to save your trump suit, but hey, if the suit is played, you gotta play. You gotta follow that suit. Okay, so once the opponent had no trump cards left, they were unable to trump your high spades, and that's what happened. We had the ace, and we had the king of spades, and they were unable to. Worst club. You are correct. That was the worst club ever made. But hopefully someone can distinguish it. That's somewhat a club, a tree. I don't know. Use your imagination. That's all I really say. But we were able to, once we got their trump suit out of the way, we were able to win with our ace and king. And that's how we got our 3. Oh, that's a terrible. Gosh. Now you can't even see it's a 3. At least, hey, if we're victorious, we should at least see it. Okay, great. Sometimes it's best to draw a trump, force the opponents to play the trump cards before they lead their winners in other suits. And that's what we did. We played the 7. They had to play their 2. And then we got to play our ace and king. Yay! Okay, here's our tip. And let me go ahead and get rid of my mess here. Jeez Louise, Mr. Doodle here. Wow, there we go. Okay. Let's see. You say it's a club. It's a club. I like that. She says, you say it's a club. It's a club. Yes, it is. So here's our tip. Here's a nice little tip. I'm trying to use my circles here. When you are declared, sometimes it's best to draw out the opponent's trump cards early. Of course, it'd be nice if you could actually read that it said trump cards early, leading a trump, and force them to follow suit until they run out. And that's what we did. We had them, they ran out. So very cool. Okay, let's see. And hey, that's it. That's what we got here. I do want to make a reminder that we are going to have next, I don't know what I have over this doodle. I have no idea. Let's get rid of that. We're going to have next Monday, and yes, I know it's a holiday, but we'll just do a quick recap, again, for those who just came in a little late. We're going to do a recap of the rules. So it'll be 1, 2, 3, and 4. It's going to be a very short vlog next week, but we want you just kind of, we're into redundancy equals retention, so we're going to reiterate 1, 2, 3, 4 rules, and it'll be at the same time, 10 a.m. So unless somebody has a question, and I'm looking to see, people are just having some fun little, oh, thank you, Don. She gave me a woohoo! Thank you. I appreciate that. You guys all have a great holiday, and look out, if you have a little pause for next Monday, please take a look at our vlog. Have yourself a great one. Enjoy.